Hello and welcome back. My name is Fish, and we'll be playing Panzer today. It's a World War II turn-based strategy game. As you can see, hex base. If you've watched my last video, we had taken over Poland. We'd finished off all the Weiss campaign, and now we're on Operation Weserubung, and it's going pretty well. You can expect your Navy to take a big hit here. I just need to finish off this turn. I'm on turn 3 by microwing the air. It is raining right now, and I am going to use an exploit. The exploit involves moving these Fallskirmjägers, the paratroopers, into position, and basically they would get cut to pieces by the air, but I know they're safe this turn because it's raining. So I plan on landing them next turn. Okay, I'll pass the turn. The more they target my tanks here, the better. Will save my Navy a lot of pain. Man, this is not a good turn. We're just getting spanked. Wow. To me, those guys should just die right off. Okay, rainy weather and muddy. So that means the wheeled vehicles won't be able to move as far if they're not on a road. Let's try to drop off the paratroopers. It's still raining, so I'm not going to be able to use my air. Not really good attacks right there. Maybe I'll try to move this guy around, draw some of the fire from the Navy, the English Navy. I don't actually think that Norway was fielding a Navy. Oh, this is a French ship. 7th Light Cruiser. Alright, this is going to be really difficult. Move you in. Entrenchment 5. I guess we got away with. It's probably as good as we're going to get there. I'll reinforce them. It looks like these guys might need some help. But it would be nice to get a full strength unit over there. Move him right there. The problem is after I drop them off here, that'll be pretty much the end of the campaign for them. Because they're not going to be able to walk. I guess they can walk to this airport, but I think it would take too long. So I might just have them continue on. We may need help getting through here. Maybe I'll have them drop right there. These guys are just stuck here. I guess, so I can't do aerial reconnaissance since the weather is rain. There should be a guy in here, actually. Should probably check that out. There it is. entrenchment level 5. Always something that you need to pay attention to. Oh, they should have moved out on that. That's so painful. And this mud is extremely painful too. We're not able to move anything very far. We're gonna wrap our navy around. Try to connect them here. This is a very, like, pleasant game to play if you've never had the chance of playing this before. You can kind of just chill. You don't have to do anything real time. There's not a lot of annoying micro involved. I want to see what's in this tile. I think that there's a ship in that tile. Nope. I'd like my sub to make contact with something. Oh, another sub. Not the best. This guy is literally just going to sit here and try to survive. I guess he could take out an entrenchment here. These are the screens, so their main purpose in life is to get shot at by the big battleships and take hits so that my battleships don't have to. Oh, I guess he can attack there. Oh, perfect. It's actually a pretty good attack too. I'm not going to attack here, it would be way too costly. And we can purchase another unit. Ooh, and place it up there? Heck yeah. Sounds great. I purposefully got the half tracks because it's muddy conditions, and the half tracks will be able to traverse the mud easier than the wheeled vehicles. You could see that the wheeled vehicle movement is like half of what it normally is. Okay, I think that was everything. So I will pass the turn. Gotta remember that that was there. My sub can attack that battleship. You always want to attack the battleships with the submarines whenever possible. I was unlucky with my guess here as to where I was going to micro the sub. Alright, the mud's gone, so we should be able to move much better. You're going to drop there. I don't know, it does look like these guys need some help. For sure. Is there any good attacks that I can make? Nope. That's a pretty good attack. I guess it's surprising to me, where did their fighter go? He probably went up there because there's not an airbase right here. So he's going to be a little out of range if he tries to do something down here. Oh, there's an anti-aircraft there. But he's stuck. he's not going to be able to get to like this location. Perfect. Take that VP. Okay, he should be able to... Can he just take him out? He can probably... What I would like to have happen here is... He's not going to be able to move far enough to be able to capture that. Which means I have to use one of these guys to capture it, or the tank. Tank's not going to be able to go up against here or here. Entrenchment is 6. Ouch. Oh, he's not going to be able to attack there? Why not? Oh. He only has a range of 2. Okay, we'll get him in position then. We'll get our infantry in position as well. Huh. 6 entrenchment, 6 entrenchment. Wow. Huh. I'll have the fighters... Wow, that was a really good attack. I'll have the fighters help out over here. I'm a little worried about the fighter that they have. Pretty much the only purpose of those attacks were to lessen their entrenchment. Alright, here goes nothing. Just hoping for a little better than that. So it's all about sequencing. I'm assuming if I can get this guy to move out that or kill him completely, this guy's going to be able to take the VP. Perfect. This is a pretty good division. I'm liking that purchase right now. This guy's got an entrenchment of 6. How am I going to be able to break that entrenchment down? That's not a good attack anymore for some reason. Maybe because it's not raining anymore. That's the same ship that I fired at before, and I had an advantage. Now the advantage is lost. Okay, whatever. The question is, this guy is not entrenched. Do I attack down here? I can always attack that next turn. I think the most important thing is to get rid of artillery. Wow, that was excellent. They have a carrier. You'll find out pretty quickly that the carriers don't do very much in this game. They provide a mobile airfield, basically, as you'd expect. But they don't have, like, attack capabilities or shore bombardment capabilities. They just kind of sit there and soak damage. We'll be getting a carrier when we invade the United States. Oh, this poor guy. Okay, what I need to do is get attacks on their sub. I only have one other destroyer. I don't have... That's my last destroyer. So that's my... Oh, besides the PT boats, that's my last chance to attempt to take out their submarine. Oh man, this is a nightmare. They literally locked me in here. The AI did an excellent job. I'm kind of stuck on this narrow strip of land. These guys are going to try to get there. What I typically try to do is delay the naval engagement. I don't think that the naval engagements... What I was trying to do is get this battleship back down to connect with my forces. What I was going to say is I don't think that the naval engagements affect your prestige at all. See, I just killed a ship. My prestige didn't go up or down. Take a shot at him. Ah, that was well worth. I could have this guy retreat, but I think we're engaged. I think we're just going to let it happen. Okay, I got to start paying attention to how many turns I have left. No more core slots, so can't use my prestige. There goes that cruiser, there goes that destroyer, and now my PT boats are going to get hammered. At least my subs soaked up 2 attacks. Oh, very nice. Oh, he did come down. Wow, and he punished me hard. Maybe I can get that airplane to die this turn. Nope. Rainy weather and muddy. Okay. I killed their artillery. I can't use any of my aircraft. Let's see how this guy does. No rugged defense. Perfect. I don't know. Oh, that guy can't make it over there. Okay. I kind of want to gobble up that victory point this turn. I don't know if that was a correct move, but just go with it. Getting some really good infantry attacks here. Yeah, there we go. That was really good. Typically, you don't have your tanks attack towns, but any port in a storm, basically, if I have to attack, I have to attack. Move him back there and then see. Oh, he can move up. I won't have anyone to take it, though, unless this half-track is going to be able to do that. Ooh. I think it was close. I think the half-track could probably move up to there. I can have this guy maybe come back and help over here, because he's just going to be choking up the road right there. So he'll be helping from that side. We'll move these up. So the yellow means they're partially suppressed. That didn't really help me out too much there. This guy's an entrenchment of 5, but my engineering division there doesn't care. There will be no rugged defense when they attack. But there could be when this guy attacks. That was obviously not a good attack either, but as I said, you want to keep the attacks up. You want to be continuously wearing the enemy down. He's really, after this, not going to be doing anything anyways. I don't expect him to drive up here and participate in these attacks that are mainly in urban settings. Okay, kill that sub. That sub can single-handedly take out my whole navy. Probably shouldn't attack there. I was just unlucky. And I sequenced it wrong. Should have attacked with these battleships first. Wow. 3 entrenchment. Soften up their AA gun if I can. It only suppressed it. And this guy can't reach anything. Maybe they can't see the battleship? I think I'm just going to leave him there. Man. It's been a mixed bag of attacks here. Can't attack into there because it's going to be supported by the artillery piece. This guy can't move up because it's all choked up in here. And this guy needs to be stronger. What's nice here is if I could get a potential surrender right there, because he has no place that he can move. Okay, that should be a surrender. And it wasn't. Okay, whatever. And I don't want to block him in to where he can now get surrendered, so I'm going to leave this square open. Hexagon open. Move him around. I'm going to keep him on the roads. I'll pass the turn. We'll hope for no rain. Wow, this guy might be dead. Yeah, he's dead. I don't think that's one of my core units. Did you see what they did? They actually put... Ooh, that was good. That, I think, was one of my core units. It was, darn it. Okay. It was only infantry, though. They put this guy in here. He's going to just be scuttled, I think. Am I right? Okay, they don't scuttle him. They just make him move. But that wasted an attack. Okay, odd mechanic, but it is what it is. I shouldn't have done that. That wasted some ammunition there. Huh, there's no one in there. Not so concerned about the tank ammunition because they're not going to be attacking up into there. I'm going to get a little aggressive since I have a half track. And I'm going to reinforce these guys. Guys can actually move up to this airfield that I've acquired. Get refueled. See what their fuel is now, 19 of 41. Oh yeah, they need to get refueled, and they can refuel in the rain. This guy is protected by the artillery, you have to recall. We need to get rid of this artillery before we can really start attacking. The other thing that can happen is you can actually attack so much that the artillery runs out of ammo. He has 7 of 9. Okay, so that's not going to happen. Oh, what I need to figure out how to do is kill one of these battleships. Oh, it's a heavy cruiser. It's not even a battleship, and these are heavy cruisers. We can't even touch him. And then there's a submarine somewhere over here. I should have sequenced this better. That's a battleship. Okay, well I think I'm just going to give up and say, okay, you're going to take me, but I'm going to take you out. I'm going to take the land forces out. That's what really matters anyways, right? So they're going to be able to mop up my Navy pretty easily. These two little mountain pass towns are always a problem. If you've ever played this scenario before, it is a nightmare to try to get up through here. Okay, they moved up. Perfect opportunity for my Panzer IV. 4D, that's like almost an experimental unit at this point of the war. Man. This guy might have to just back off. I think I'm going to keep him there. We might have to rely on the armored car to do all the work here. I don't know. It's only 4 strength. I don't think it's going to be able to do that much. But we shall see. I can purchase another unit. I lost my infantry there. I could replace it with something like this. It's only 177. I need infantry up here. So we're just going to sacrifice the German Navy. I mean, Operation Weserubung really doesn't make sense to me. Apparently Hitler was trying to grab resources, iron resources in Norway. And they did lose a lot of German naval vessels, which this does simulate appropriately. Oh man. So we're paying a heavy price to try to get these areas. The land forces, based on what I've read, did pretty well. I think they had some paradrops, they had some glider drops. They took out some port towns. They should have an AA gun, but I'm not seeing one. So I'm wondering if I'm safe to attack them. Okay, that guy's dead. Since it's red, I'm going to go ahead and attack. You kind of waste it if you don't attack right after they're suppressed, because subsequent artillery attacks are not going to make further suppression. I'll just have him go there. He's pretty much out of the war, out of this battle, that is. This is not a road, this is a railway. But that gives us an opportunity to move him up via the rails. He's going to need to be reinforced. If he moves up here, can he just be taken out by one of these ships? I think so. So I'm not going to do that. Move him up. It's a pretty good choke point here. There's not much I can do about it. I think there's an AA gun somewhere around here. I guess not. Seven entrenchment. Oh, goodness. We lost another one of our core slots. If I could get, like... I guess I'm gonna have to wait till next turn to get that. Surrenders, so there's an example of that. Surrender mechanic. Maybe he can move up via the rails. A little worried about these guys. Okay. We lost our Gebirgsjäger, our mountain division. We'll redo them. I think we're gonna need them right there. These guys are just gonna be doomed. I'll tell you right now. I hope that there's no prestige penalty to losing your navy. Oh man. Wow. I'm just gonna retreat these guys. They got so beat up there. The one good thing is there's no artillery in here. I might be able to get them to surrender with this tank here. That would be extremely helpful. I guess not. If you don't move a unit, it will resupply them. So they have ammo 10 to 13. I'm just going to leave him there. Or you can manually hit that button to resupply them. Try to get my artillery back cracking. This guy's spotting is only 1, so he should know that he's there. They don't have an air force anymore. I don't know why I'm moving that guy up. It really doesn't matter. This guy can just stay here. Okay, he's going to need to be resupplied at least. I'm going to take this opportunity to try to make him surrender instead of going for the VP. Huh, it didn't work. They're going to stay in cover in the mountains. Oh, I have naval attacks. There we go. Forgot about the naval attacks. I had just given them up for lost. Alright, we'll pass the turn and I'm going to see... try to pay attention to how many turns I have left. It's 9 of 25. I think I'm on time. Ooh. That aircraft carrier must have 2 spotting or something. We are taking heavy losses. Turn 10 of 15. Capture all objectives with at least 9 turns remaining. Okay. So we should have like 6 turns? That's crazy. Okay. Gonna micro the Navy first. Finally got that BP. Surrenders. Perfect. Unfortunately, that means that this guy's not going to surrender, but I don't think he was going to anyways. Just keep him there. Oh, ran into that sub. I don't know what these guys are doing down here. There's nothing that they can do. I need to get my artillery forces up here. At least there's not been rain. There's cloud cover, so that'll give me a penalty to my air attacks. So basically all they're doing is going around unentrenching these forces. There we go. Perfect. Ooh. Fiver. That could make them surrender. Nope. This guy is just in the way. I'm gonna get him out of there. Wow, he can walk up there, huh? Oh, boy. That was bad. That was really bad. The tanks are just useless up there. I don't know if I even want to bring in my artillery at this point because they're just going to get hammered. I think we'll just do it with the air. We had that one division die last turn. Go purchase them again. Maybe these tanks can attack their navy. Or draw the naval fire at least. Sit out there, give me some spotting. This guy's a real pain in the ass. This light cruiser. Alright, we'll end the turn. Wow. How does he know where that is? What is his spotting capabilities? How is he able to spot that? Maybe the carrier can spot 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I killed that. Is he going to retake it? Oh. That was a really bad turn for me. I lost one of my Fallschirm Jaegers as well. Okay, good for you. You took it. And then we are out of here. We're not sticking around to get shore bombardment. Entrenchment still. Okay. Keep up the attack up there. This guy still has an entrenchment. That guy has an entrenchment. I can just end it this turn. And I'll definitely do that. It is better to kind of use an exploit, and you get more prestige for all these ground units that you kill. So what you can do as an exploit is just sit there and extend the turns out. I don't think I'm going to do that. I have tested it, and you do get more prestige if you take out more of these individual units. Although I'm not quite sure if that works for a Navy. Like, I lost all those heavy cruisers with the Navy. I'm just going to use my attacks because it will increase the individual units' XP. So attack with everything that you deem is safe to attack with. Three spotting, you little... That's why he could see everything. I'm going to leave this core slot open. This guy's spotting should be 3. Okay, no, so he'll be able to see him. I don't care. I'm being spiteful. I want to kill that destroyer. Alright, so we lost our Navy. That kind of played out like how it did in real life. Let's see if this guy hangs on. All he needs to do is survive. The important thing is my extra unit that I got at the beginning of the scenario is still alive because that guy's not replaceable. Did I just lose another Fallschirmjäger? Man. Decisive victory. An impressive campaign in Norway, Herr General. Most impressive. With Norway firmly under German protection, we have secured our vital trade with Sweden and dealt the Allies a serious blow. Thanks to your efforts, we also have an excellent staging ground for any future operations in the North Sea. Continue this fine work, and I will mention you to High Command. With Norway firmly under German protection, we have secured our vital trade with Sweden. Why would that secure your vital trade with Sweden? All you had was the Baltic. Germany controls the Baltic. You could easily ferry transports across the Baltic. I don't think that makes sense. Oh well.
It is good to see you here in Aachen, Herr General. Your skills will truly be put to the test in Operation Fall Gelb, von Manstein's plan to attack against the Low Countries. As you may know, there is a lot of talk among certain generals that this plan will achieve nothing but a Panzer graveyard. Prove them wrong, and gain him as a powerful friend. Your primary objective is to break through the defending French, British and Belgian troops to reach the English Channel. High Command believes we can push all the way to the White Cliffs of Dover themselves if we are able to capture our objectives quickly enough. Utilizing the Ardennes forest, you may be able to bypass the Maginot Linie and smash the enemy lines at Sedan. This potentially risky strategy should allow you to outflank and encircle some of your more difficult objectives. All of Germany is united behind you in this endeavor. Do not disappoint us, Herr General.
All right. Capture all objectives with at least 9 turns remaining. So that's turn 16 again. We have some new divisions available to us. I don't really like the D as much, the Panzer D, because I don't think it attacks as well. We'll take a look at it here shortly. I don't think it attacks as well versus armor. So the issue that you're going to have is that it's very hard to deal with the French an English armor. They are superior to the German armor in many ways. I did upgrade my Panzer 1s and 2s, although, you know, what happened in real life was Germany mostly had Panzer 1s and 2s. I believe they did have some Panzer 3s at this point and maybe one or two Panzer 4s. Let's compare the Panzer 4 with the Panzer 3F. So the Panzer 3F has 5 more ammo. It attacks infantry at a soft attack of 4 less points. And the 3F is apparently better armored. So it has 8 ground defense and 8 air defense as opposed to 6 and 7. That's my complaint in this game about upgrading to the Panzer 4D. So what you're going to get into is you're going to say, oh, I got a bunch of 3Fs. I can upgrade them to the Panzer 4D. Well, that's a new class. That's a new tank. It's going to cost you all new, like a whole new prestige level. So it was like 278 for the Panzer 4. Well, to upgrade, it's going to cost you the raw amount of 278. So you don't want to upgrade those tanks. So that was me metagaming. I knew that these tanks, this is what I wanted to use for this upcoming campaign. So I purchased them in the last scenario, knowing that I'm going to use them for this scenario and not upgrade them. You can really burn a lot of prestige by upgrading. Like this armored car, like these look cool, right? But the armored car is all you need. All you're doing is you're taking this little armored car, like, and look at, there's nothing really significantly different other than the fact that this has 5 more fuel. And all you're doing with this recon is going in rushing VPs. It's not going to be able to take any hard points, any entrenched infantry. It's not going to be able to deal with any tanks. They're literally just driving across the French countryside, capturing VPs. And by the time later in the war, this recon is going to be completely useless. It's not going to be able to deal with anything, and it'll be wiped fairly easily. So the one thing I need to upgrade is this. This guy is just sad that the range on the 7-point centimeter was only 2. So if I want to upgrade, I have to pay 139. I'm going to upgrade this last. The first thing I'm going to do is up strength everything. And you saw here when I up strength, you lose your experience, as you would expect with fresh units, fresh men coming into the division. They're inexperienced, so you lose your experience. So I lost 1 Fallschirmjäger. I'm thinking maybe I just don't want to replace that Fallschirmjäger. If you hover over this tool right here, the embark, disembark, I have 3 Ju-52s. Those are transport planes and 3 trains. So I could potentially deploy 3 of these guys. And in this unit deployment screen, you can deploy them inside of their aircraft, which is pretty cool. So they can fly out and start taking these areas. We already have 2 Fallschirmjägers there. So now I kind of need to decide what I want to do. Let's see how many core slots I have. 20. And units to deploy, 20 of 2. Units in reserve, 15 plus 1. So I should have 4 units that I could purchase, and it's like, what type of units do I want to purchase? Do I want to purchase an 88? Flak gun, that can deal with the French and English tanks. Um, here's a Stug 3. That can kind of deal with the tanks, but not too well. Air units typically can deal with the tanks pretty well, um, namely the Stukas. So do I want to go for a Stuka? I'm going to ponder these things and end the video here. So I'll figure out what I'm going to do in between videos. I'll purchase the units and set everything up and then just show you what I did, because I'm going to have to think about this a while and it's not going to be very interesting to watch. Thanks for joining me, guys, and I'll try to take over the Low Countries of France here and Belgium in the next video. All right, have a good one.